Thanks for watching today's sourdough recipe. Make yourself a delicious tartine-style sourdough loaf. Start out by getting your starter fed the night before. You can see how mine has risen. It's crazy. 50 grams of flour, 50 grams of water. I always mix up my dry ingredients the night before. Going for a 65% hydration here, so somewhere around 325 grams of water. Get our nice bubbly active starter, put 100 grams in, and then mix it up. And I do use slightly warm water. There's barely anything left in that jar, but that's enough for the next bake. I just add to it. You'd be surprised how it grows. So once you've done that, you want to get your dry ingredients. Just give them a stir because you don't want them separated. Add in the water and give it a good mix. And we're mixing to a kind of shaggy consistency. So you'll see here as I combine the ingredients, we just mix it up. All we're trying to do is to make sure that there's no dry flour left in the bowl. We just want to get it all absorbed. But then what we're going to do is allow it to rest for 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, we are going to be doing stretch and folds, and we will do those every 30 minutes for 3 hours. This is the first stretch and fold, and you can see already that the consistency is changing. It's going from that shaggy consistency to a much tighter, smooth surface on the dough. And so every 30 minutes for 3 hours, we're going to do this. This is going to create the gluten and pull it all together. So you can really see how that has changed. That is the first stretch and fold right there. So looking good. Now, this is the final one. I've been doing it every 30 minutes for 3 hours, and you can see how that's really changed significantly. And the dough is much tighter and holding its shape much better when it's left to rest. So final stretch and fold. And after 30 minutes, we are going to take this dough, and I put a little flour on it and a flour on the work surface. And then we're going to tip it out onto the work surface. And we are going to do some folds, just fold it over itself a few times, and this is going to tighten the dough, and you can really feel it as you're doing it. Just go around and fold it like that, and then once you've done that a few times, put a little extra flour on the work surface and flip it over, and then kind of use your hands. You can use a bench scraper here if you want to, and just kind of tuck it under, and we're creating a ball. And then we're going to leave that to rest for 20 minutes with a cover on it. I just use a paper towel. And what we want here, when we remove the cover, you'll see it's still holding its shape. We do not want it to have completely flattened out. If it has, do it again and repeat that last process. So then we're going to flour the banneton, and to prevent it from sticking, you'll notice I have paper towels in my banneton. I always use that. I just find it comes off the bread easily. I don't get a lot of mess in the banneton. Flour the surface of the bread, and then we're going to flip it over and we're going to shape it. So this is kind of the final tightening stage here. So I like to kind of stretch it out into a rectangle and give it a good stretching, and then fold it over and just kind of start folding it and tightening it. And you'll notice that it's tightening as you're doing this. You'll develop your own technique. But you can also see the amount of growth in this. It's definitely getting bigger. And so there we are. Put a bit more flour on it, drop it in the banneton, and then kind of pinch it together, because we just want to make sure that it's all nice and closed and there's no gaps there. And then we're going to cover it. I use a shower cap to cover it, just a disposable shower cap, which I reuse. And we're going to cover it from anywhere between 3 to 5 hours. So you'll notice when it's ready, it's risen over the top of the banneton. And so at this point, we've preheated the oven to 500 degrees with a Dutch oven inside, and we're just uncovering it out of the banneton. It's holding its shape nicely. I put a little flour on the surface here just to make sure that the knife cuts easier, and then we're going to score the surface of the dough. Cut it down. It will spread out a little bit when you do this, but that's totally fine. And pull out the 500 degree Dutch oven, so watch out, super hot. And pull it out, put the cover on, and then we're going to bake it for 20 minutes with the cover on, at which point we take the cover off. You'll notice that it's a nice color at this point, but not too dark, and it's really opened up and risen quite nicely here. Another 20 minutes at 450 at this point, and here we are. Beautiful caramelized loaf, super delicious. Enjoy, and please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know how your sourdoughs are doing. Appreciate you watching.